I'm Toby from Handpan Drums. Welcome to number 6 in a series of tutorials on how to play tuned metal instruments. So in the last 5 videos we looked at patterns from the classic 40 snare drum rudiments. In the next couple of videos we're going to look at Djembe drumming patterns from West Africa and see how these can translate to tuned metal drums. First I'll demonstrate the pattern on a djembe, then I'll look at how we can play it on our high-tech cardboard box, and finally we'll take the pattern and play it on a tongue drum. So here's a djembe, and I know what you're thinking. Hey Toby, that's not how you play a djembe. And you'll be right. It's actually more like a darbuka or Turkish drum playing style. It just happens to be more convenient for this video. Okay, so the two main notes on a djembe are the bass tone and the open tone. And you can think of them as a low note and a high note. So here's the first pattern for today. So it goes low, low, high, high, low, high, and follows an alternating right, left hand pattern. Have a look at the notation here. The bass tones are the notes near the bottom, and the open tones are the ones near the top. Now, djembe players usually have a dominant hand and will lead with that hand. For most people, that's the right hand. And whether you're right or left-handed won't affect the sound of the drum. So you can see the difference between the left and the right make no difference. With tuned metal instruments, this is not always the case. You may want to lead with notes on one side of the drum or the other side, so it's a good idea to try and develop both hands as the lead hand. So for all the patterns you play, it's a good idea to practice both right and left-handed. So let's start with the cardboard box. Okay, so like the djembe, we can imagine that this area here is the low note and this area here is the high note, because now we're going to be playing with our fingers. Let's look at the notation again. Notice that the first bar starts with the right hand and the second bar starts with the left. I'll start slowly with the right hand version. And now the one starting with the left hand version. And once we can do that, we can combine them together. So let's see how that sounds with different notes. Let's stick the same low note, high note pattern. This next pattern is very similar. It's just one note less than the last one. Check it out. It's missing the second note, so instead of starting like this, it's just. Notice that it's changed from alternating left-right to the first two notes being played with the same hand. So here's the notation. Again, I've swapped the starting hand on the second bar. Again, on the box, let's assume this area here is for the lower note. Here's the right hand version. And here's the left-hand version. And now both together. And translated onto the tongue drum with a similar high note, low note, it sounds like this. I hope you found this lesson helpful and can see how we can easily take a djembe drum pattern and convert it for tuned metal instruments. In the next video we'll stay with the djembe but look at volume dynamics. Thanks for making it all the way to the end of the video. Check out our other videos or visit our website. The link is in the description below. And remember, stay tuned.